Bow, certified Ryan. I'm here with Sounds of the Future, about to answer some questions. Let's get to it.
I love you, 508.
All right, so the certified Ryan, real name Ryan. I'm from Brooklyn. Heart of this shit. Brooklyn, New York. What I do? I'm a content creator. I'm a videographer. My main thing is content creating, but I also do videography on the side. I have my own business. On a day-to-day basis, I'm editing, I'm shooting, I'm thinking of content ideas. I just love film. I love camera work. I love making people laugh. And I started doing YouTube when I was like 16, like after quarantine and stuff like that. And like I was playing basketball at first, but then I realized like I'm going around, everybody's laughing at my jokes. I'm watching people like DDG and like Kai when he was first coming up, like do this, making money off this. And I'm like, bro, I could do the same thing. I could sit here in front of a camera. I could be behind the camera. And yeah, that's what I do. My life is literally a movie. That's literally what I do. When I was younger, I saw myself I had a gaming channel. So I kind of like was always around content, like the content era, but I never took it serious. I didn't think I was gonna be that. I really wanted to be a basketball player, honestly. I was an athlete. Before that, obviously, I was thinking about school, then I wanted to be an athlete. And then I started to get older and then life experiences started to happen. And I just realized like maybe basketball isn't like the end goal for me. Because if it was, I feel like there would be certain signs that are like certain pathways to my journey that would be different than how it is now, but it's not. And unfortunately, everything right now, like with like content and stuff, it ties around my mom's passing and stuff like that. So like with my mom passing, that kind of really made me like, yo, this is what I gotta do. Like there's no plan B, like it's only plan A. Like I've gone so far to a point and I feel like I can't stop unless I want to let my mom down, and I don't think I want to do that. I'm not gonna lie, if anybody was to ask me any question about my life per se, everything has to do with my mom's passing. The only way, if you want like the secret like sauce to how I've been standing, the only way I've been still pushing to do content, because my mom passed 2 years ago. It's only been 2 years, so I've been on my 2 feet for 2 years. But the only way I've passed through it is because I'm like an end goal type of person. So like, I feel like my mom's passing, and this might sound crazy, happened for a reason because God has a bigger like plan for me. I'm very spiritual. And I just feel like I couldn't let my mom's passing like destroy my whole like career path. Like I didn't want to shut down because I just always wanted to make my mom proud. Even when she was alive, I was just a mama's boy. So like it ties into a lot. Like YouTube, the way I think ties into a lot. The way I move sometimes with my mood, my energy, everything ties into like my mom's passing. It's really like a big battery for me in my life. Yeah, no, that's the only way I communicate with my mom. Honestly, like with being spiritual, I'm not like a church person, or like, and I don't have no problem with church. Like it's great that people do go to church, like a community, but I'm more of like a self-spiritual. I like discovering God on my own, and I feel like I understand it more like on my own. I pray before I eat. I pray in the morning. I talk to my mom every morning. I tell my mom when I'm stressed. I pray. I pray I pray. I'm not even like, and my religion is not strict, and I pray that much because it's just like, I feel like when there's times it's hard, like that's all I need to talk to is my mom. I feel like the biggest thing, like when I'm really trapped in my head, the biggest thing I've ever like done that just clears my head instantly, I go visit my mom like at her gravesite and I pray. And I just talk to my mom, sit there, put a blanket out with my dog and like just talk. But that's like really like talking to my mom I talk to my mom through prayer, and like praying is really a big thing for me. As much as I don't like go to church and stuff, it's just like, I'm just not a believer in church. I'm a believer in God though. Try not to keep prayers around manifestation only, because sometimes people pray and then only expect for God to just give it to them just right then and there, and think that if they just pray automatically, that it's just gonna happen. So I try not to just pray for things I want or things I want to get in the future. I try to pray for life. I try to pray for having friends and just family that's still alive and still breathing. I just pray to be like, I guess I say I'm a grateful prayer. Like I pray to just pray. Like I'm glad I'm alive. I'm glad I'm still breathing, because I really could have been different. My skin couldn't be glowing. I couldn't be smiling right now. I could be in a whole different mental space. So I just pray for a lot. But like I pray for manifest. I like pray in a manifestation way. It's just not the center of everything. Because if it was, that's greed. Well, because Brooklyn is so rough of a neighborhood, and like because there's so much things going on after quarantine, like most of my friends either stayed as an athlete or went straight to the streets or went straight to just not doing anything. Or some of them do what I do, like either content or like got into like little arts and like nails and videography and stuff like that. But with me as like a content creator and stuff like that, like Brooklyn made me like, I feel like this, when you've gone through struggle, you're like the most humorous. Like you have so much to laugh, you have so much to joke about. And I want to get to a point where all the jokes I tell now, all the little skits, the videos, I can sit there and laugh about when I'm at a wealthy state. Because coming from where I come from, like not a lot of people make it, or a lot of people get distracted. Like, and it's very easy to get distracted, and it's also very easy to like pass. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like I'm in college, I only go back to Brooklyn really when I need to shoot content or when I got a video shoot. And that's just because like I'm tired of the hood, and I feel like being in there so long, having to hustle, having people stabbing you in your back, having to go through certain things, like not being a part of a gang and still getting like pressed for being like for just being you or looking like you could be a part of something. Like it's a lot. And I feel like it made me have three things. One, a survival instinct. Two, just persistence just to keep like stabbing that stuff. And then three, like that money, like you got like when you're from Brooklyn, you got some different type of hunger. And not just New York in general, but like Brooklyn, you really got that different type of hunger. And I have it. Like I've been had it. And I just feel like my mom's passing just like put like coal in the fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just added more fuel to the flame. So yeah, Brooklyn definitely changed me. It's definitely dangerous, and it definitely made me a dangerous person in a respectful way, like as far as like grinding, as far as ambition. Now, my favorite, I idolize Cole Bennett. I've idolized Cole Bennett since I was like 12 years old. And I knew I wanted to, I love music too. And I knew I wanted to like just do something with videos. And I just love watching people do camera reviews. I love watching people like edit projects and just make like one piece together. Cause like I told you like before, I'm an end goal type of person. So I like seeing things build up and then seeing the whole end goal. And like, I feel satisfied with that. But videos, I do videography like in all fields, but obviously my main one I started with was music. And I just sit there and watch Cole Bennett music videos. And one day, like a couple months after my mom passed, I was like, I could do both. I could be in front and behind the camera with the proper balance and the proper like structure and organization. I could do both. And I love like the clientele I have with videography. I know it can't be the same as photography, because photography is only about so much places you could go and take pictures. And it's really got to be, you really got to think about it. The people that book you have to be really creative to make your portfolio expand instead of it being the same. Videography is like, you have different types of things. Like I had a broker, insurance broker, Lamborghini. We're driving all around Queens. I had basketball teams. I had music videos. I'm in different locations in Brooklyn, Manhattan, the city. It's just like an experience. Like you literally, every client you get, it's a different experience, a different personality. And I just fell in love with it. And then just sitting there, I hate editing as far as like having to sit there and like, all right, let me do it. But when I lock in, I love editing. I love playing the same clip over and over again. I love seeing my final work. I love sending it to a person and then them telling me like, yo, this is fire. And videography was always like in my veins. I always loved camera. My mom was a camera person. That's really what's inspired me. My mom had a camcorder, had like 7 camcorders, had like 8 digital cameras, and she was really like catching film that day. So if you go in my house, I have so much pictures and so much old videos on the SD cards and stuff like that. So I got it from my mom. Like videography and YouTube, my mom was big on capturing memories. And I never understood it then. I always be like, Mom, put the camera down, or put it down. And it was really to catch memories, because you never know when that time will come where you could just sit back and just look over everything. So that's why I love videography and love YouTube. There's so many memories. Even if I'm not a part of, like in videography, I'm not in front of the camera, it's still memories, because I remember that day I was there. Besides Cole Bennett, yes. If I was to think off the top of my head, hold on. Okay, so there's Cole Bennett. There's a guy I love. He's from the hood. His name's Wonton Designs. His shots are clean. I'm gonna say like thinking of the New York ones I know for sure. Bro Leon Films is a very cool guy. He has some nice work. Spike Tarantino is nice too. I think there's definitely other creators. It's just like I would have to really think about like the names wise, because it's like there's so much creators that just do other stuff, and it's like I would probably get it confused. And then most of the thing about it is the only difference between me as a videographer between other people is because the people that's videographers are not doing content, so they're really just behind the camera and it's very low key. And like a lot of videographers, they just like the result and like people and like hearing immediate feedback rather than sit there and just like look at views every time. Like it's just like, oh, I put this project out, I feel satisfied, I'm gonna keep going. You know, I'm a videographer and a content creator, so I'm kind of looking at both. You know what I'm saying? But as far as videographers, I feel like there's a lot of people I want to work with, but my main goal is to have my own production team and like have my own work. Like I want to have my own lyrical lemonade. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll collab with other people, but I have my own lyrical lemonade, like my own production team. But my end goal with videography is to film my own show, and like 50 Cent, like Power, but I film it. Like I'm calling the shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously I have a team that's helping me, but I'm calling the shots. It's everything's like within my media team. Let me tell y'all. So there's a lot of, the way my YouTube works, right, is that there's gonna be a lot of things I'm gonna have my subscribers like unlock, like a lot of different areas that they're gonna unlock. And music. I have like 7 songs I've written, 7 things I recorded, but like I didn't drop them because I know I'm the type of person, I love to dibble and dabble in everything because I know I'm good at a lot of things, but I know I can't do that and it causes me to burn out. So my plan was for YouTube and videography to like for those two to be consistent and start to get bigger and bigger. And then I was gonna pursue music, and because I'm not gonna lie, like I can't sit here and tell y'all like, oh, I'm nice and stuff like that. I would rather hear y'all say that to me, for me, because I'm not an artist yet, or I didn't drop yet. But I definitely, that's definitely my vision. I'm not gonna be cocky, but like I put it on, like for me, put it on like a rapper. I feel like my lifestyle as a content creator, I fake like other content creators like Kai and stuff like that. Like I want my lifestyle to look like I'm a rapper, but I'm a content creator. But you respect me for being a content creator. You know what I'm saying? And so like, bro, I gotta tell you, bro, like content life, bro, like how I want to see myself in the future, it's gonna be big. And music is definitely one of them. The clothing brand, I got something coming already cooking. Like I already talked to people about that. The only thing is with the clothing brand is my YouTube has to get up more. I want my YouTube to get up more, so that way when I drop my clothing brand, I don't even gotta do that much work. And as far as marketing, obviously it's gonna be work, but not that much. And just like later down the line businesses that I want. Like trust me right now, YouTube and videography is not gonna be like I'm not a one trick pony, so that's not gonna be my only 2 lanes. I'm trying to be like on Shaq level. Like Shaq is like a billionaire, damn near, because he has so much things going on, like Kanye and stuff like that. Like, oh, my idol is Pharrell Williams. Pharrell Williams is like the perfect example. Like I want to be like a Da Vinci like him. I could do many things. Well, my mom told me 2 things, and that was to laugh and love. And I feel like if I could do what like Kai did with the subathon, because just a flashback, like the first subathon Kai did was 4 months after my mom passed. And it kind of like saved my life in a sense of doing content, because it's like where you could be so positive. There's so much negative things that happen to Kai during the stream. And it's like every day he had to go through something, and he was still waking up, streaming, put on a smile on the face. So I know I could do the same. So as far as my legacy, bro, I want people to laugh and love. I want people to feel that message through my content. Like that's why I tend to not like want to do content with like females or like make it like flirting and like, you know how there's those YouTubers that just make it like female flirtations. Like I don't want to do that. I want it to be funny. I want people to be laughing at tough times. Like when I was laughing at tough times, like during Kai stuff or during other content creator stuff. I want people to see me as this person that came from nothing, that lost everything. Because I lost my mom, not gonna lie, I lost everything. Do I feel like I'm still trying to gain stuff back? Yeah, but I lost everything. So from a kid that came from nothing, that lost everything, still decided to put his head together and push through and become this amazing, successful person. And I want people to understand how like there's really roses from concrete, you know? We all come from a struggle. We all go through different struggles, and mine just happened to be the loss. And I want people to remember that, and also remember like that I actually honored my mom's name. So people that do lose their parents, because it does happen, could look at me as an example and be like, yeah, he did it, I could do it too, instead of just giving up. Okay, so right now it's the first semester of college. So as far as YouTube, I'm closing out with a couple of ideas and stuff like that. But this break from December 20th to the January 20th, I'm probably gonna do one stu video outside of campus, like some big, like 10v10 or something like that. But I'm really gonna, when I go back home, I'm gonna do a lot of YouTube videos with the old people that you've seen on my channel, and just like connecting back with the hood, doing collabs with artists and stuff like that. Cause like when I came to campus, I kind of like isolated from doing that content, because I really wanted to be blowing up as a college YouTuber, college content creator. And that's like the type of guy, the type of era I'm in right now. Cause I know it's gonna be different eras to my life with content. All right, so yeah. And then as far as second semester though, I'm just planning a lot of like more videos that involve people. So like challenges, like I wanted to do like a weight room challenge, like stuff like that. Or like, cause I already did some basketball. I wanna do a 1v1 basketball tournament, cash prize, stuff like that for my school. Fashion show. I was gonna do it this semester, but I pushed it back to next semester so it could be more versatile and have more involvement. I don't want to tell y'all too much, but I do have a lot of projects for YouTube. As far as video wise, I'm starting on my own mic. I just dropped first 2 videos of my mic performances, so I'm gonna have 2 mic performances, one inside in the studio and one outside. As well as like getting back into sports, I guess, videography. I don't really like sports because I feel like a lot of companies or a lot of like tournaments and teams like to finesse sports, like videographers and photographers. Like they'll tell you come, they don't even give you credit, nor money. So I try not to like stay in that lane. The expansion of clientele, like with videography, I want to expand it more. But like I have mic performances, I have sales and deals and progress. And I'm also trying to, when I hit 10,000, I'm gonna announce it now, I'm starting a vlog channel, and I'm gonna post like damn near every other day on that. And streaming is my biggest surprise, my biggest thing that I'm about to tackle next year. And how I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be like college theme. I'm gonna have people in my room, I have different events, a lot of things going on. And I'm just ready to turn up. Like I get this feeling, I talk to my mom all the time. I had like a rough month because November is the month my mom passed. But so it was a rough month, but like it made me like have some type of awakening. And like now I got this fire in me. I'm just ready to like push through. Like I got so much things planned, and like some of the things I can't tell y'all because I know I'm the type of person, if I speak something out to people and they tend to grasp that idea in their head, I feel like it goes wrong. So I just have to wait. But yeah, and music is, I'm trying to make music start next year. Like my first, I at least want to have like 1 or 2 music videos out. But versatile music. I'm not writing no drill music. I'm not, no. My advice, like I said it repeatedly, and this is probably the last time I'm gonna say it. I lost my mom. One thing I learned about losing people, one thing I learned about giving up or like having challenges in your life is that it's okay to be patient. It's okay to take your time and reset and come back and take a deep breath. And it's also okay to understand that slow progress is the best progress, and to give yourself credit and to pat yourself on the back when there's times when you actually are putting in work, and not just throw yourself off looking at the internet, because a lot of people look at the internet, throw themselves off looking at other people's progress and think they're not doing anything. But you are doing something. You are succeeding. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. And we're all gonna go up as long as you pray, sit there and take a deep breath, and you stay persistent. You keep stabbing or keep poking at what you want to do. And I came from nothing. I lost everything, but I'm still grinding because I have this fire in me from God and for myself and for my family.
I love you, 508.